Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about something that a lot of people have opinions of.
Yeah.
And it's about credit cards.
Yeah. People always say credit cards are bad for you or you should never use them, right?
Right, yeah.
But honestly, that's not really the case. So today we're going to be busting out credit card myths.
A lot of people say that using a credit card will get you in a lot of debt. I mean, yes.
Of course.
If you don't use it properly or responsibly, you're really going to be in a lot of debt. Right, Haven?
Yeah, that's
How many
right.
credit cards do we have? I mean, we use credit cards
Yeah.
in all our purchases. So let's start with the big one. They said that using credit card will
Yeah.
always get you into debt.
But that's not really true. We use it all the time. We use it for groceries, gas. But the key point is we pay it off at the end of the month. And that's all about discipline.
Yeah. Exactly. It's not the credit card that's a problem, like we keep on saying. It's how you use the credit card.
Yeah. And here's another one. Remember, it's not beneficial to have a high credit limit on your credit card. What do you think?
You know what? That's what we used to
Yeah.
think before also. But the higher the credit limit is actually better
Yeah.
because it lowers your credit utilization. Well, that's a fancy way of saying that the less credit that you use, the better. You know what? That's what they call the credit to debt ratio. So let's say you have a credit limit of 5,000 and you owe like 2,500. So
Yeah.
that's a 50% debt to credit ratio. What's a good ratio is less than 30%.
Yeah.
So if you have a 5,000 credit limit, you need to like use up only like 30% of that one, and that's like what? 1,500 or
Around that time,
less, yeah.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Just because you have a high credit limit, it doesn't mean you have to spend it,
You max it out,
spend it,
right?
max it out.
Yeah.
It's there for flexibility, but the key point is not to max it out.
Now, here's another myth that we used to believe in.
Right.
You need to have a balance on your credit card. And that's very, very wrong.
They say it will improve your score,
Yeah, no, it's
wrong.
not true.
but in reality, paying off the balance at the end of the month, it will actually boost your score.
And carrying a balance will just rack up your interest.
Yeah.
And that's no points for those interest
yeah.
penalties. So you don't need to carry a balance. Just pay it off at the end of the month. And that will really help your credit score.
Right.
Trust us.
And here's another tricky one. Paying less than the minimum due won't count as a missed payment.
You know what? That's totally wrong. The credit card issuer will report that one to the credit bureau, and it will really hurt your credit score.
Yeah.
Well, if you really can pay the full amount of your credit card bill, at least pay the minimum.
Right.
Or just try to put like a little bit more. But we've been always saying, try to pay your credit card bills at the end of the month in full. So
Right.
you don't have to rack up interest. I mean, that's the main
That's
point,
usually
right?
that's usually the downfall. Once you're deep into the interest, that's where everything fails. And here's another one. Closing out your credit card helps with your credit score.
That's not true again.
Yeah, it's not.
Closing your credit card actually hurts your credit score because it's gonna look like you're trying to use up what's left in your credit, right? So if you have an old card, just keep it open.
Yeah. As long as there's no annual fee, it'll actually help your credit score in the long run.
And it's also good to have your credit card for emergencies.
Exactly.
Yeah? You have open credit.
Right.
Just make sure that you know how to use it. Use it responsibly. Last myth for today is avoid credit cards altogether. We've heard this a lot from a lot of financial people. They say like, don't use credit cards, use cash. But in reality, like what we've been saying before, it's a cashless society already.
Yeah, I know.
So everybody's gonna be using credit cards. I mean, you don't have a choice. Sometimes you don't have a choice anymore. Some establishments don't accept cash. They want credit cards. You just need to be responsible.
And discipline.
Right. And also credit cards can help you build your credit.
Yeah.
And also it has like a lot of perks. The travel
Right.
points, the cashbacks,
Yeah, we've gotten cash back from travel rewards and protection on products, right?
or fraud protection.
It's all about knowing how to use them smartly.
Yes.
That's the key point.
So what we're trying to say is, don't be scared of using your credit cards. Just be responsible, pay it in full,
Yeah.
and enjoy the perks that comes with it.
But remember, don't max out the limit.
Yes.
We hope this cleared up some confusion you may have had before about credit card myths.
If you've got any other credit card myths that you can share or that you've heard,
Yeah.
put it on the comment section below, and maybe a lot of people can learn from it. So please don't forget to like and subscribe and push the notification bell for our other videos to come.
See you in our next vlog. Cheers.
Cheers.